What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your WWE FastLane 2018 review. We are 4 weeks away from WrestleMania. The biggest stop on the road to WrestleMania is officially over. Not a lot of surprises happened tonight. Most of what we thought was going to happen happened tonight, as a matter of fact. All the outcomes that we thought was going to happen pretty much happened, except for one outcome tonight that was a shocker, but at the same time, we could definitely see WWE pulling the trigger on, because I don't want to say they like to ruin big, huge special moments, but they like to give bang, wow moments to these little bitty rinky-dink pay-per-views rather than saving them for the big, huge 4 or 5 big pay-per-views that they have. And that is the Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode contest, which we'll be going over in just a little bit, because we have a brand new United States Championship on SmackDown. Brand new champion, and he is Randy Orton. We'll be going over all that, plus the rest of the card, right here on this review. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all notifications, and follow me on Facebook at 2007Webby. Now, this pay-per-view. Was it a bad card? Was it that boring? No, it wasn't a boring FastLane. I mean, we got things to look forward to now on SmackDown Live going into WrestleMania. Take the Tag Team Championship. The Usos versus the New Day. Now, they could have very well taken this pay-per-view, taken this type of matchup, and given us just a clean-cut win. Either the Usos or the New Day. Instead, they took the Bludgeon Brothers, who clearly was tossed to the side going into this pay-per-view, besides staring down both of these tag teams, and inserted them at the very end of this matchup, making claim that, hey, New Day, this is our spot. We want the Tag Team Championship. We're coming after it. So, no question, at SmackDown's Tag Team Championship match for WrestleMania, we're going to see Usos versus New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers. And I'm hoping that the Bludgeon Brothers get their hands raised at WrestleMania. Will do a great deal of good for them and helping build up another tag team in the WWE, because the Usos and the New Day can be just as strong and just as good without the championships. Now, let's look at Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton. Now, was it a good contest? I mean, that's debatable. The fans were chanting Rusev Day in the middle of the match. So, a big part of the fans were bored during this contest. However, Randy Orton captures the United States Championship at FastLane. Does this make any sense at all? To some of you, you're going to cringe and gripe and moan and groan all over it. Am I going to do that? I'm right there with you in the fact that, let's face it, This could have been saved for a bigger moment, a bigger pay-per-view. However, after it happened, after he got his big, huge, I captured the final championship at a rinky-dink pay-per-view, I thought, what would make a superstar look better, mean more? Whether it's a superstar we like or we don't like. Would it help Bobby Roode's career if he recaptured the championship away from Randy Orton at a bigger stage? I mean, seriously. Would it boost, even though we all find him cringeworthy, Jinder Mahal, if Jinder defeated Randy Orton for the United States Championship at WrestleMania? Because I can't see Randy Orton holding this championship very long. They just did this to make history, to say he's held every championship, and then he'll drop it. He's a transitional champion with this title. Randy Orton's not United States Championship material. He is higher than that. Gotta look at it that way before we start downing that. Because this is the same scenario as if John Cena was capturing the 17th World Championship. And we all, for the majority of us, have been griping about him capturing it at WrestleMania, which is what WWE is going to do eventually. So, look at it in that perspective. Naomi and Becky Lynch took on Natalya and Carmella. Natalya and Carmella pick up the victory here. Not too much to say about it. It was a filler match. I didn't even pay that close attention to it. The fact of the matter is Carmella picks up the victory, and she needed this because she has the Money in the Bank. And honestly, if you don't have money in the bank, you need victories, and she hasn't been getting much TV exposure. And when she does have TV exposure, it's been losses. So, wins is what she needs, and she got that tonight. Charlotte versus Ruby Riott. This is something important. This is something that everybody will be talking about going into WrestleMania and beyond. This moment. Because not the fact that the match was good, because the match was a good quality, and not the fact that Charlotte won. It's the fact that Asuka came out and pointed at the WrestleMania sign. Asuka will face Charlotte, no doubt in my mind, at WrestleMania now. I'm glad that this happened. You know, we've already seen her beat Alexa Bliss. We don't need to see that again. There's no sense in seeing that again. Move her to SmackDown. It'll be a much better quality match. So, Road Dogg, you have 2 huge matches on your hands. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship, and Charlotte versus Asuka for the Women's Championship, SmackDown Women's Championship. Those 2 huge matches, plus that triple threat tag team match, which I'm sure is going to happen. Plus, you know, you're going to have Shane being a matchup. Those matches, you have a lot of hard quality work laying on your hands now. Pick up the pace, Road Dogg. You've laid out the groundwork. You know, speaking of groundwork, speaking of blueprint of some of the things we're going to see, Nakamura won. That's not it. Just telling you, get it out of the way. But John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Now, I did just tell you who won. AJ won. However, very spotty match. Cena got a bunch of AAs in. We saw pop-up power bomb. We saw kicks. We saw Zayn lay down for Kevin Owens. We saw Shane get kicked in the face. All different types of things. We saw Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin go through plated glass. You know, in the crowd. All different types of stuff happened in this match. We didn't see The Undertaker, which we thought we were going to see. Was rumored. So now the question is about that. Is he going to show up on Monday or is he going to show up on Tuesday? One of those two things is going to happen. We'll just have to wait and find out. Now, Shane McMahon costing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn the match tonight. We knew he was going to get involved. But after he got kicked in the face and KO and Sami Zayn were sitting there covering each other back and forth, he kept on throwing them out of the ring, all different types of stuff. I'm very interested to see what happens because there's been rumors going around that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to be put in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and Shane McMahon's going to be put in some other rivalry for WrestleMania. Now, if that's the case, then tonight would have been a good night to start Shane's rivalry. Tonight would have. With that certain person. However, KO, Sami Zayn, Shane McMahon having their little controversy, fiasco. You need to have it come to an end in some form. Tuesday, and if Shane's going to go off and do something else. And if they're going to be put in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Come to an end Tuesday and have Shane start his rivalry with someone else at the same time. But whatever the case, Road Dogg, you got some big matches on your hands now. Stop being lazy. Start writing good television. And let's pick up the pace. And this is your FastLane review. Not a terrible show. A very predictable show, though, for us wrestling fans. The last mega stop on the road to WrestleMania. Until I see you again tomorrow night for Raw review. This is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.